What is happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So that was the result. That was 3 points against Cardiff. Obviously didn't expect nothing less. However, we made Cardiff look better than what they are really in theory. Of course, the final score was 2-1 in the end, but in the first half we were going toe to toe with Cardiff. Wasn't really impressed with overall the whole team really in the first half, bar maybe Guendouzi, who was certainly trying his best to actually get things going within that transitional period, from winning the ball into midfield and pushing forward into the final third of their own half. But apart from that, the whole team was absolutely abysmal. We didn't get anything going. Eventually, we actually got some luck on our side, and we ended up scoring the first goal. So let's just talk about the starting 11 of the day. In goal, we had Bernd Lerner, of course. Right back, Lichtsteiner, as expected. Obviously, Ainsley Maitland-Niles picked up a little knock, so he obviously ended up missing the game. In the centre of defence, again, as expected, it was Mustafi and Nacho Monreal. At left back, we had Kolasinac. In the middle of the park, as anticipated as well, the boss opted for the three. However, the three in that middle of the midfield included El Neni, Torreira, as well as Guendouzi. Up top, we saw Mesut Ozil starting the game, as well as Lacazette and Aubameyang. So, of course, as mentioned, the score was 2-1. First half was absolutely poor. Wasn't impressed overall with the team. We had two good penalty shouts, actually, within that particular first half, and those were on Lacazette. Both shouts were challenges from Bamba, who is Cardiff central defender, and essentially Mike Dean waved those challenges away. Basically, they were both penalties in my opinion, but obviously knowing Mike Dean and his bias against Arsenal, he did not give those two penalties. But eventually, in the second half, we came out and his hand was forced, and Kolasinac got into the box at pace, and he couldn't deny that penalty. So Bamba again took down the player, and it was a blatant penalty, so he had no option but to issue that penalty. Obviously, Aubameyang stepped up and converted that penalty, so he is the fastest Arsenal player to reach 25 Premier League goals. He's beaten Thierry Henry, he's beaten all the other greats that we've had at the club. So fantastic achievement for Aubameyang in that regards. Of course, the 25th goal was a penalty, but either way, he's got to that mark in an exceptional amount of time. Congrats to him. Of course, we've got a fantastic striker or player on our hands, I should say. So the game went on, and we saw the introduction of Aaron Ramsey. Mesut Ozil was taken off. He didn't really have a good game, in my opinion. Wasn't that effective, really, to be fair. And obviously, the boss ended up taking him off. And I do believe it was around about the 60 or 70 minute mark. Aaron Ramsey got introduced to the game. We also saw Carl Jenkinson making an appearance, and I do believe Carl Jenkinson looked extremely focused. He was hungry for that opportunity. He hadn't made a Premier League appearance for roughly about 2 years now, or over 2 years, I should say. So you could tell that he wanted to obviously impress. He does have a huge opportunity at the moment with Hector Bellerin out. And I do believe that yesterday he did put in a decent shift, trying his hardest, trying his best. But the second goal came courtesy of Lacazette. What a great goal. And I do believe Lacazette's work rate is severely increased in the last couple of months or 3 months or so. You're finding him more often in the defensive half of the pitch, or in our side of the pitch in terms of the defensive side of it, trying to retrieve the ball, putting in challenges, and essentially this goal was absolutely fantastic. He was out wide on the right hand side, got tackled, quickly got up, and all he thought was dash for the goal. And as soon as he got up, I could see that he was going to go and score. He was running at pace, and no Cardiff player could have touched him. At that point, he was in the box, and if any of their players had touched him, he would have gone down, and he actually would have been awarded another penalty. So he managed to convert it. It was a low and hard drive. Fantastic goal. And Lacazette has been absolutely exceptional this season. He is going toe-to-toe with Aubameyang in terms of goals. I'm not too sure how many goals they've each of them have got at the moment, but he is actually putting in a decent performance so far this season. It's only our defensive woes that we do need to worry about. But Mustafi and Monreal stood firm up until the last minute, really, when Cardiff pulled a goal back. But apart from that, nothing really too severe to actually talk about in regards to the defence, apart from the fact that we couldn't keep a clean sheet. It would have been 2 clean sheets in a row. However, it would have been really good if we were actually able to keep a clean clean sheet. So I do believe this season we've only got about 2 clean sheets in the Premier League, which is absolutely awful. I can't express how terrible that is. However, we're picking up the results, we're getting the points on the board, and the good thing is here, Man United actually drew. So they were actually 1-0 down to Burnley, but they ended up drawing the game. So that result certainly went into our favour. They actually got a last-minute goal, so they could have potentially lost that game, which would have been a fantastic result. But only issue is we've got Man City next in the Premier League. Of course, they lost to Newcastle last night, so they will be hungry. They'd want to redeem themselves, but we march on. The fight for the top 4 is still on. I haven't given up in terms of challenging for the top 4, and essentially I do hope that we will find ourselves in the top 4 at the end of the season. However, as usual, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.